going on, guys? It's Freight Conductor back at it again. It's a Saturday night here. It's about almost 9:20. Running a little late tonight. I'll be honest with you. I went pretty hard earlier for was going to stream it. Ended up not doing it. Well, we know Friday night I was supposed to get together. It was going to be Panda, Enemy, and we were going to have a go at the new Vesper dungeon. We were going to go in contest mode, and didn't end up happening. Kind of fell apart. Life happens, I guess, basically, you could say. So I ended up not doing that, just kind of screwed around with a bunch of different things. Didn't end up streaming anything, but then we did end up jumping into it today. However, we just did the normal mode. We went in blind. We did it, and it took about 4.5 hours. Probably, I recorded it, so I'll be putting the highlights up maybe in the next couple of days. It was a lot of fun. Really mechanics heavy that I enjoyed. I see that like for a lot of people who ever completed it on the world's first with the contest mode, it actually took more time than was it Root of Nightmares, which is actually pretty insane. I know Cross was still on it till man, it had to been like 7 hours. And bravo, man. It's insane to me. 5 hours was pushing it. And part of that was just because second boss mechanic, oh my gosh, it was a struggle to figure out how to get to damage. Then we got to damage and we're like, okay, we're good. But then it was like, we tried like 5 or 6 different damage combinations and we're doing like a 1/10 of the damage to the boss. And like, we're going to be here all day. And on a whim, I go, oh, hey, what's this? What does this do? And then next thing you know, it unlocked the damage phase to where it was 2 phases after that. It's like, oh my gosh. I would imagine if we never would have discovered that and just kept going. It was actually the suppressor shank that came in back into damage. We were so worried about getting integrated and just doing damage on the boss for what little window we have that nobody was really paying attention to the little shank run around the corner. So sometimes that's what happens when you go in blind. But anyways, that was a lot of fun. A little burnt out, so then it kind of took me a minute to figure out what I was going to do tonight because that kind of threw my plans over. I ended up going with Metaphor Refantazio. I initially debated streaming it because I'll be honest with you, I don't know how entertaining it's going to be for people who are watching, but you know what? I said right off the bat that I was going to shoot to be like a variety streamer and I wasn't going to pigeonhole myself into one thing. I was going to play what I was going to play. And you're going to watch me or you weren't. And it is what it is. So play the games I would normally. I just happen to have a camera on, and if you want to hang out and chat, that's cool. So here we are. I am going to jump into it. I tried to get into Persona 5. It was really fun, but I feel like I missed the boat. There's way too many good games out there that I just felt like I was missing out on by playing Persona 5, which is stupid, I know. FOMO's real, though. So that's why I just, screw it. This is new. It's out. Time to jump into it, give it a shot, see what it's all about. So without further preamble or me rambling on some more, let's get started on this. All right, here we go. And it's quiet.
I trust this will suffice.
God smiles upon the generous.
Oh, away with you! Back to your cesspit, beggar!
Welcome to Anime Corner. Hope you enjoy.
A land grotesque as its people. You dreamt of utopia. You saw the tribes united as one. Oh. That dream died long ago. You should have done the same. Your kingdom will perish alongside you.
Start off a little patricide, I guess, for your opening moments. That's pretty interesting there.
By my hand.
I cannot fathom it. His Majesty killed in his own bed.
The blooms upon the prince's grave had yet to wilt. without an heir to wear the crown.
Not
What will
patricide.
become of the royal magic?
Thus vulnerable, an invasion might undo us.
From within or without, the state hangs on a precipice. It may even come to civil war.
In dark times, we must stand together.
Your Eminence.
Who could do this?
Few could even enter the king's chambers, let alone draw close. And yet,
His Majesty's arcane power could deflect near any blade. With all the royal bloodline's magic, who could harm him at all?
Shadows stir in the castle just as they did with the prince. What hellbound soul could end a royal life? Who would dare such atrocity? Huh?
Louise.
A shame to die with no heirs. The prince was taken too soon.
You
And
probably
only
took
a
the
king
prince in
could
too.
wield the royal scepter, the very crux of his vaunted bloodline's magic, which made such a fine deterrent to war. One has to ask, them dead, who shall take the throne?
It's weird. It's like a Bond opening. Sorry, I didn't realize I had an option to skip it. New game. Guess if nothing else, don't have to worry about it taxing my system. Fingers crossed.
Who's there? I can feel you watching me from a place beyond my sight. Whoever you are, please tell me. Does our world pique your interest? Pardon my curiosity, but would you tell me your name? That is to say, tell me who you really are. The one who meets my eyes across a strange threshold.
Okay. Alan. Let's go with that.
Oh,
Works.
a most unusual name. One I've never heard in our world. Which suggests to me you might reside in a world beyond ours. It is a curious thing that in your eyes, my entire world is but the dawn of a story yet untold. Or to put it another way, this is a fantasy. But can it truly be dismissed as something so far removed from you? If indeed you wish to cross to our world for a time, I would first ask that you indulge one question. Is fantasy limited to the confines of imagination? Would you call it a powerless creation?
Oh, I get options. Oh boy.
Idle creation of a distracted mind. That must be how you see it. I confess my own answer still eludes
This is...
me. But consider, if fantasy is born from hope, a desire to make the world better than it is, then that hope can be made manifest. Thus does change come, and thus is fantasy forged into a new reality. Perhaps the story about to unfold before you will tell us. I'm thoroughly invested now myself, so
Hold on.
let this...
Sorry, I need to adjust something. It's also kind of annoying that this is one of those games that's gonna... As soon as I tab away, it makes this go away. Normal. I don't feel like taking 8 years on this. Yes. I know I'm not a real or hardcore when you only get so much time per night.
Looks
Switch
like we're
style up.
clear. The capital's just through this desert.
Is it true then? The king is dead? Aye, and the guards are more concerned with the funeral than keeping the roads safe. So now the monsters are roaming in broad daylight. No soldiers to stop them.
Monsters, huh? I've certainly been hearing the stories.
To say nothing of the vacant throne. There's a storm coming. Mark my words. That much is certain.
What's the problem?
They're bandits!
Come on, let's see some respect for the militia! Us folk, we're commoners. No crown or church will save us.
But Lord Luis will save us one and all. All we ask is a little tribute. You're with us or against us? And if you're against us...
An igniter? How'd they get one of those?
Come on, you can hurry it up. That's right. Huh? Look at you. What have we got here? He's an elder. So he is. No horns, no knife ears. Filthy gremlin like you. What you got in the capital? Oh, what's this? Looks like you've been holding out on us, boy. Hold it! Should have listened to us, chum. Now fall in line! Let's want to get stuck like us.
Let's say it felt like a Studio Ghibli, but then that's not quite so Studio Ghibli.
This place already feels like a death trap. You hear all that stuff about Lord Luis saving us? Hey, you okay? You still got all your limbs attached? Well, at least they didn't figure out our mission. Definitely could have gone worse.
What mission?
There's not a lot of options for these.
This is no time for jokes. You do know that if anyone finds out who we really are, it's all over, right? The mission's more important than either of our lives. If we screw this up, there's no going back.
Tridia Desert.
Think we'll make it?
Move right. A place where we can see the whole area. So get up to the high ground. Okay, right trigger while moving to dash. Dodge.
Let's go. Stop!
Okay. Turn-based, from my understanding. Yep, there it is.
Watch out!
Actually dangerous. Watch out. I don't think they've noticed this yet, though. So that means I get to the initiative. Before.
Okay. Strong ones ahead. We gotta be careful. Hey, your health is dangerously low. Watch it.
Oh, they're 11. Okay. So, yeah, take one of those. And run from them?
Yikes. I think we're in a little over our heads.
Yeah, no joke.
Stay vigilant. These ones aren't messing around.
Any of these I take on? Nope. just running away from all of them. Well, that's... the heck? You'd think they'd want to break you in on this. It's weird.
Just checking, but you do remember what we're here to do, right?
Yeah, not a clue.
Right. What am I doing again?
Oh, I don't know. The mission that's more important than our own lives? First, we get to the royal capital and get you enlisted as a guardsman at the army's recruitment center. This could decide the fate of the whole country. We either do our jobs or we die. And if it's all the same to you, I'd rather stay alive. So we've got to see this mission through. Come on. We don't want the sun to go down on us in the wastes. Let's pull ourselves together and get back on the road. You know what they say. Anxiety breeds the world's cruelest monsters. I mean, fairies say that at least. I can at least cast my usual spell for you. It's the small comforts, right?
Right.
Okay.
It was the first magic this world ever knew, after all.
Epic-ish.
Look! Over there!
It's already in sight. Oh, okay. The log, that makes sense.
It's all clear. Watch out! I don't like this. Looks like they gave up. What a relief.
Come on, let me get to a spot where I can get into a fight. Stop making me run around.
This land of 8 tribes and 3 nations, all blessed by the power of magic. The United Kingdom of Uchronia. The year is 785. Uchronia is shaken to the core by the sudden death of its king. Anxiety breeds dissent among the tribes. Disparities tear them apart, and no mortal mind remembers the heroic tales upon which their land was built. By this story of fantasy, may this faded world be painted anew.
Oh boy. What did I get myself into? I like weird JRPGs, but this might be stretching it.
Whoa, just look!
Whoa.
Get on with it, then! Drop the dog! Hang him dead! Please! I've done nothing wrong! Lying dog! Don't try to deny it! You trample the law for the fun of it!
Let it be known, for misuse of an igniter, you will hang by the neck until dead.
Yeah!
There's no way that crowd was going to listen to anything a Parapus said.
Such a shame. Might you spare some coin? Bless you. Oh,
Ears and tails. At least they're not cats, they're dogs.
Don't you have any street smarts? Come on, kid! We're not tourists here. We gotta stay
Oh.
Right.
You noticed back on the wagon? You might be the only Elder here, in the whole city even.
Assuming Elda is kind of like what I am, similar to whatever what they say the dog people were.
The capital's incredible. Just look at all the different tribes. You never see this kind of diversity out in the countryside. Not that it's very balanced. I see more Plamars and Roussants than anyone else. Which means a dopey Elda kid's gonna stick out like a sore thumb. Try to keep your head down, okay?
That was pretty harsh.
Hey, did you hear what they're saying about His Majesty? They say it wasn't illness at all. I heard it was foul play, assassination.
Shh, careful who hears you say that.
But it's just like the prince, isn't it? They say he was attacked in the dead of night. A war of succession is coming, I tell you.
Sounds like monsters have been prowling the countryside. They're sending the guard out to deal with them. The army's really gone to hell. It's a far cry from when we had Count Luis at the helm, I'll tell you that much.
Hard to see how the nation can come back from this.
We'd not have to ask if the prince was still alive.
The king dead, his son stricken. Are there none left to bear the weight of the crown?
We've done all in our power, but not even the kingdom's best, the saint, could purify this affliction.
Over 10 years he has languished under this curse. How much longer can his body hold out? No doubt His Highness would protest.
I'm so confused.
Since he cannot, we have no choice. For the man who cursed His Highness and murdered our king, there can be no mercy. I never thought I would have to ask this of you. But there are so few of us left now. There is no one else to turn to. Will you infiltrate the military to deliver a message to our contact there? This is your mission. For all our sakes, you cannot fail.
Hey, are you listening? Well, I guess I can't blame you for feeling nostalgic. You and the prince were pretty close. Anyway, getting to the capital was only the beginning. Now comes the real high-stakes part. You gotta go get enlisted, so you can meet up with our operative. Remember, nobody here knows who we are. Nobody here knows the prince might still have a claim to the throne. That means if we get busted, that's it. Nobody's gonna save us. Step 1. Let's figure out where the recruitment center is. Shouldn't be too hard, considering the need for soldiers. So? Whatever will I do?
So first of all, start by saving it.
All right then.
Dead ahead.
An elder? Here?
Look at that. The new model's out now. I could be out there slinging spells like a master if I had one of those.
I guess that's the big
Just
thing for
shift
ya.
myself again here.
Everyone and their mother has a magic igniter. So many different types, too.
Oh. This is basically trying to figure out what type of job I want, whether I'm going to be a swordsman or a mage, as I'm bouncing around my camera. Just deal with it, I guess. What's the magic igniter?
Magic igniter.
See? There's a couple in the window. Like an instrument plays a tune, an igniter casts magic. Pretty hard to come by out in the countryside. Can't imagine what it's like having to wave around some shiny stick to use magic. Me? I can whip out magic anytime I like. And I can even see the magla in the air. Though, I'm not exactly an archmage.
Wonders never cease. A fairy and an elden child. Are you new to our fair city? Well, I suggest you keep a low profile. Trust me when I say you don't want to catch the eyes of the lords and ladies.
Man, my hair is getting long. Supposed to be getting a haircut on Tuesday. Can't come soon enough.
Humble shop. Are you in the market for an igniter? Here's something that might catch a foreigner's eye. This is modeled after the royal scepter and would make the perfect souvenir.
How much is it?
You're not really going to fall for that, are you? How would you even know what the royal scepter looks like to begin with? You've really never heard of it. Wow. Where do I even start?
A symbol and instrument of the crown's sovereignty, passed down through generations. If you believe the legends, it houses incredible magic, world-shattering power. More practically, you might call it the world's most potent magic igniter. And in the king's hands, it was enough of a deterrent to stave off invasion.
Now he's dead, but no living heir either.
Tragic, isn't it? Kingly magic is of little use without a king. You picked a bad time to visit, boy. I don't know why you're here, but there's trouble brewing.
I'll keep that in mind.
A word of caution, then. Your survival is your own responsibility.
Well, that was unnecessarily ominous. Anyway, we don't have time to hang around chatting with the local.
Let's head there.
Give it a food, I say. Who else can it be?
The art style is interesting. Man, there's so much talking.
All right.
Mission on the note card center we're looking for should be just ahead.
I'm out of ideas.
That's wrong, though.
Okay. Oh, it's... skipped right over it.
That must be the recruitment center. I'll let you take it from here. It should be pretty straightforward. Oh, and if they start asking questions, just be as honest as you can. Lying will only make us more suspicious. So long as you don't compromise the mission, you're good luck in there. Okay, you got this.
A blue blood, are you? The army's no place for velvet-swaddled lordlings. Why are you here? Perhaps your noble family collapsed under its own weight. Is that it?
Lineage seems a strange measure for a soldier's work. I'm looking to enlist. Is that enough for you or not?
An uppity one, aren't you? Fine, lordling.
I feel like I should be a reactor here.
Where it'll be your
Reacting to like the newest Studio Ghibli film.
in service of your
Oh lord.
But mark my words, war will turn your arrogance to piss. When your corpse is plucked from the mud, do try to look patriotic.
Rousing words, Captain. You think threats will buy loyalty? No wonder nobody respects the guard anymore. But I'm here now, so perhaps the kingdom isn't a lost cause.
Insolent pup! You will learn your place.
Don't. The healers have enough on their plates already.
Be gone, and be thankful you're still in one piece. All right, next. Hurry it up. An elder? I thought your kind was long gone. Age 18. An orphan, too. The army can always use more of those. So, what brings you to enlist?
I just want to kill some time.
And a little kingdom-sponsored bloodshed will spice up your life, eh? I know your type. I suppose this work attracts degenerates.
Are you crazy?
So, what can you bring to our beloved core? Any skills?
I wonder if I can screw this up. Take a lot of punishment.
I can take a lot of punishment.
Really now? I'd not have guessed. Sounds like an invitation to me. Right, last order of business. Make your mark or sign your name if you're actually literate.
Oh man, this is like... Already did. Alan. Oh, that's right, I gotta hit tab.
You know your letters, do you? We'll get some use out of you yet.
It'll be a
All right,
page,
lads.
just watch.
Welcome to the guard.
Yes!
I'm sure you heard about the monster sightings, so stay sharp out there. We're short-handed as it is, so be a good lad and try not to get killed on your first deployment. You can pick up your kit at reception. Standard issue guardsman armor and igniter. Kingdom property. So if you break it, it's coming out of your commission. On your way now. Up to. Next.
Fingers crossed I get some actual gameplay. I love turn-based stuff, but like...
I heard they get sightings.
What? Of those huge monsters? You think that's why we're low on soldiers? Wish they'd have told us that. What did they call them? Something like, human...
Next! Another Clamar. Wait, no. You don't look like the others. Surely not. An Elder? It's the first of your kind I've seen.
Don't even know what an Elda is.
Move it. There's a priority around here. We're arming squires and children with igniters now. Waste of good gear. It's better off in my hands. Give it here.
Brute force and crude insults. The world is yours for the taking.
Care to say that again, boy?
We all have our reasons to enlist. Now get back in line.
Oh, another high and mighty Clamar, is it? You think your pretty words will measure up to pure Rousseau strength?
Oh, forget the tribes. This is a matter of pride. Now, you owe us both an apology.
Come on. No fighting in the ranks.
Sorry for making a scene. You all right?
Thanks. You didn't have to do that.
Just felt like stepping in. Don't worry about it. Well, see you around. Try not to die out there.
Don't make my job any harder, please. Here, your igniter. These days, most come with their own magna crystals. So with practice, anyone can use magic. To an extent, anyway. It's not the sort of thing you can master in a day. For now, newbies like you best focus on surviving.
Looks like a choker.
And take this.
It's a map.
Wow,
All right.
It's dangerous to even chart the wilds, but this is full of details. Hold on a minute.
Listen up. My name is Captain Klinger. And as of this moment, you miserable lot are under my command. I'm sure you've all heard about our forces being tied up with the funeral proceedings for his man. First, you will be deployed to a fortress.
Orders.
Our veterans there will teach you.
Perfect. That's exactly where our contacts hold up.
Enjoy tonight's sleep, because it's the last full night's rest.
Look at all the other recruits. They really are desperate for new blood. Oh, right. I know you don't know what our contact looks like yet, but he'll know you by your sword. He'll also know right away why we've come. And don't worry, I'll recognize him. Well, the charming captain is probably right. We should get some rest before tomorrow.
All right.
Hey, you awake?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm awake.
Sorry to bug you. Look, I just have a lot on my mind. I'd heard about what it was like in the capital, but still, when you hear and see all this prejudice,
It never gets...
yeah, I get. Some people are even saying it's the lesser. These are the same kind of people who burned down your village, remember?
That was a long time ago.
Yeah, but still, the prince was kind to take you in. He cared more about who you were than what you were. Oh, speaking of, he's the one who gave you that book, right? Can I...
Sure, I guess.
I gotta say, I've been curious. Thanks. It's what you call a fantasy story, right? So it's a fantasy world made up by the author. The prince loved those kinds of stories. Okay, let's see. It says, in this world there is only one tribe. All people accept each other, and no soul is born into discrimination. Wow.
It's like our world.
So not even any fairies? In such a world, there is no need for sorcery. Towers of glass that reach the heavens. And in the laws of these emotionally satisfied... No magic, no tribal conflict, and equality for all? Hey, are you asleep already? Well, good night.
Yeah, this game's starting to put me to sleep. Come on, let's get to something. But I can't skip through the story because I feel like at some point it's going to come back and test me on it. Yes. Save my 4 choices I may have made so far.
Shouldn't you be resting? I'm fine. In fact, I'm glad we have this chance to talk. I've been reading, and I hope that someday we can make our kingdom like the place in this book. You said it was some kind of fantasy novel, didn't you? Our lives are decided at birth, by tribal purity, or by the differences that make us who we are. I don't want that to be the world we live in. The Elder here are a perfect example. If you'd not sheltered me, I would never have survived. And yet, they burned your home down. It's tragic, and no one should have to suffer so. Someone needs to fix... You okay? Don't push yourself so hard. Reality is much too cruel. I know that. But I'll fight it. I'll fight to the end. I'm a prince. But I need to be a hero. One worthy of the throne. A hero? One who can lead. A beacon who will pierce the darkness when all seems lost.
I don't know if I can do this tonight, guys.
In his stories, the kingdom was
I am not in the right mindset for this.
So I can't give up. In my ideal world, people can believe in their future. Their birth doesn't matter. Not that I expect it will be easy. I believe in you.
Skip it.
Until arrival at the northern border fort, one day remains.
Let's see.
Hold on. This...
Hey, don't forget. Okay then.
The carriage transporting the new recruits arrives at its destination.
I still haven't even gotten to combat yet.
The northern border fort. The towering fortress was built during the Annex War.
Recording for 40 minutes.
Edge of the territory. Even now, soldiers are sent
40 minutes and no combat.
to the royal capital and to combat the rising waves of monsters. Fresh-faced soldiers disembark from their coaches at the foot of a steep ascent to the fort, the first of many
hardly feel my legs.
Listen well, you lackwits. The battlefield is no place to sit. Stand to, curs. You have...
Spare? Say, friend, I'm curious. What is it about that book that's captivated you so?
It tells of a world...
No discrimination, eh? So it's describing a better world. A utopia. You know, when the late king took the throne, he was quite the... Never managed to do it in the end, of course.
Listen to you. A babe with his first sword thinking he knows better than a king. Keep your mouth shut. No. Something to say? Go on.
Oh, lordy.
I apologize.
See? Well, Clemar, I'll let it go this time.
That's the last thing I need. Though I suppose I deserve. My mouth tends to get ahead of my thoughts sometimes. Oh, never got round to an introduction. I'm Stroll. Leon Stroll, son of the Count of Harlia.
That's my name.
I have that right? For what it's worth, my title doesn't mean much.
By the skin of my teeth! Now,
someone...
Do I get to a fight? I swear if it doesn't turn into something, I'm done. I'm gonna turn it off and play something else. The conscience.
must be one of the fort's guard. Anyway, to the fort!
You want us to go on ahead?
I knew fear would take you! The guard has no place for cowards! You are...
He's right. We're warriors. Let's...
Damn it.
Sorry, I keep adjusting and shifting. I have trouble sitting still. It's a problem.
Hey, I've got a bad feeling about this. It's hard to explain, but it's like there's...
Hey. Wait, is that a... fairy? Did you catch it yourself?
She's with me.
Yes, and I have a name.
So you travel together?
Well, I didn't want anyone making a fuss. But we've got...
Agreed. I'll follow orders, but I'm not about to let this armchair general send me... I assume you know how to use an igniter.
I'm not so sure. He's never used one before.
Fair enough. Well, I'm with you.
Oh, this is bad. I didn't think... I just hope our contact in the fort's okay.
He won't be...
Okay? Here we go. Actually...
I see.
Go inside. Just the two of us. We can make it if we try, just the two of us. Ellen and I.
There it is. That's a human.
What?
Stand your ground! Charging! Pursue!
Oh, she's got her own little armor there.
Damn it. Hurry.
Everything's pretty standard.
Pick up some gear! More medicine.
This is bad.
What?
What do you think? Got it? Take care of it, please.
have the edge. I'll give it my all.
Stay calm, everyone.
Okay. Their turn.
Let's keep this up.
I really like the overall aesthetic of it. Like right there, that's really cool.
Let's do this.
Oh, I should have just started the attack. My bad.
Let's go.
Mage Fire is pretty good.
I think I'm getting used to this. Okay, I feel stronger.
That'll do it.
Something behind here. Oh, guess not.
Be careful.
This is our chance.
Let's settle this quick.
That was quick. Unscathed triumph.
I think we're in the clear.
Wahoo!
We have the edge. This could be our chance.
Looks like a tooth.
I chose the wrong opponent.
I think we got them all. We'll be safe for a while. Hey, you found something.
Revival medicine.
Wait. Be careful.
Hey. Okay.
Let's push through. This is our chance. Forward.
Let's settle this quick.
Burn to us. They die hard. I won't hold back.
Mage Fire. Quick and easy. Just basically an egg. Eggs and teeth.
I think I'm getting used to this.
That'll do it.
If it's useful, I say grab it. Look.
Come on. This battle's ours. Let's go.
Let's settle this quick.
There's no way I'm stopping here.
I think we got them all. We'll be safe for a while. Oh.
Keep going, keep going.
Hey.
Oh, there's the door. Guess I gotta go back to that one.
If it's useful, I say grab it.
Hold on. You... I get it now. What?
I have to end up fighting that thing? All these other people can't manage to take it down, but somehow the two of us are gonna do it where all the soldiers failed.
tough one.
Oh, not enough. Keep using up all that mage skills, buddy. You're not gonna have any of your magic power left.
I think I'm getting used to it. Not bad. I'll strive for greater heights.
And
That was the last of them.
How's that? This battle's ours. Give it my all.
Get in there! Finish him
Burn to us!
how does he still have more magic points than I do? Doesn't seem like he's supposed to be a mage.
These monsters are relentless.
This is our chance. Forward!
Let's settle this quick. Let's wrap this up.
Still up.
Troll, you gotta aim better than that.
How do you get another turn in?
Let's hurry on. This battle's ours.
I'm gonna win this.
There's two of them there.
Burn to us. That'll do.
Always comes
Guard up.
Oh. Dang it. Some type of guard.
Not done yet.
There's no way I'm stopping here.
We made short work of them.
We have the edge.
Let's settle this quick. The power of fire.
Matches are pretty easy, pretty repetitive.
I think we're in the clear.
You know, it got such great reviews. Either it just really sucks in this very beginning, or I'm just not in the right headspace for this game. It's entirely possible. Headspace thing.
Hey. Leave it to me.
I'm heading out.
Well, lend me your strength.
What do you think? Yep. It's horrible. I can't believe what I've seen.
We can't let it get away with this. Damned humans. It was all because of them.
We'll just have to make it.
Let's go. Burn!
Okay, that didn't do jack squat. That didn't do squat either.
Oh, please.
What's going on? It didn't even.
Damn it all! Burn to us!
Wow.
Please. Are distracted.
What?
Above all else, and the noble defends his.
Ugh. I got 3 out of it that time.
Wasn't enough.
No! Please, say something!
Stroll!
Don't be a fool. Just run before it.
Oh, fate-saddled child. Oh, anguished traveler.
I am the chosen one.
Thy fate is crown twined, thy soul bound for the throne. The future yet unknown dawns in this moment. Thy path may fork, but only one may be chosen. Confront the threat before thee, or die here in obscurity. Now choose.
I choose.
So be it. Heroism lies in the soul that stands firm against its fears. Power awaits thy command. The time is come to awaken the hero within. Engrave thy very heart.
Interesting.
What the heck is going on?
Wind!
Oh wow, did a lot.
Are you okay? If we don't push back, we're dead. Looks like it mainly attacks the head and blade feet. We can
Hold
target
on.
those.
Scour!
That's it. Stay on
Let's
it.
stay calm. Still here?
So we got 2 turns out of that.
Come forth, royal soul! Wind! Come on! I will fight with
Gotta
pride!
hit the other spots,
I won't
too.
hold back! Scour!
You hit their weakness. Wait, what? It's healing? It's eating its own fruit to heal? Eek! I can't believe it's eating its own body. Can you knock those apples off?
Wind!
Interesting concept for the fight, but
Let's go! Scour! Still up?
If we don't take out those apple things, maybe there's something I can do. Understood. Now it can't heal itself anymore. Don't waste your chance. Get in there!
Wind! Alright, how's that? Seeker! Scour!
Position rate.
True power is born of the heart. A win. Since time immemorial, those we call heroes have... What thou hast awakened is the true spirit of a hero. If thou wouldst change the world by thine own hand, take...
What was... And you! What you had a metal heart? And your whole body... Look, that stroke!
I'll be damned.
That voice! Grius! Oh, thank goodness you're alive!
Gallica!
He's our man on the inside. The one I...
He's badly hurt. You, boy. The smell of blood will draw out the beasts. The lad's out cold, but he'll live.
Oh, you're a sight for sore eyes, Grius.
We're both alive. And you... So, this is our new...
It's like nothing I've ever seen.
A mate?
Ah, right. I'd avenge the king. And kill Luis Guillaburn.
Well, good. Those scheming nobles haven't said so publicly, but every soldier knows it was nothing natural that killed them.
Wait, there's more. The prince is getting... I brought a treasure from the village. They called it a farsight mirror.
His Highness won't last much longer.
Luis cast the curse, so killing him is the only way to lift it. If we wait...
Who's Luis?
Is that a
Oh man, I shouldn't have done that.
About 15 years ago, a child enlisted in the army. But it wasn't his age that had Luis Guillaburn, a prodigal tactician and a master of magla art.
Until he attacked...
That night, when the prince's quarters were breached. But the son's death wasn't enough for him. Now he's got the...
But when we were exploring the royal capital, there were a lot more...
Luis is cunning. He left no evidence. Accuse him as plenty of soldiers never believed the charges in the first place. When they look at him, most think the Royal Army was at its best when he was in charge. And in truth, it's hard to damn the man. But he's earned his titles. He's mastered the blade.
If even you're that...
That's a hell of a... So that's your game, eh? Pretend to sleep.
If you want my blood, then let your blade strike true.
Look, Grius, he saved our lives back there. And it sounds like we could use that.
Then answer me this. The boy's all but a stranger to you, yet you risk your life to save him. Why?
I would live, fight, and die a noble, sir.
Make me regret this.
You'll let him help us?
Right then.
As far as the rest of the world's concerned, you perished in that. Your lives are kept only by the blades in you.
We have to.
Okay.
Luis will also be at the royal funeral. But no main roads. We'll cut through the abandoned mine up ahead to save us going the... I'm counting on you.
Feels like the mission is finally starting.
Now, we should finally be able to get some rest. This your first deployment, boy? Thank your lucky stars you...
What the hell was that?
No one truly knows. They're protected by man. All we do know is with every passing year, more of their kind.
And?
Simmer down, boy. There wasn't a damn thing. Well, the moon's still low. If you've any other questions...
Can't think of anything.
Come on, there's gotta be some...
Kingslayer or no, to the people, he's the only man with the wit. The man's practically a monster.
And the three of us...
We'll just have to blend in with the crowd. He will.
All right, so I hate to do it. I got about a half hour left of streaming. And I don't know that I can keep this up. I just don't know that I can. So, tab, exit